I'm Jazza.
I'm Jen.
I'm Murray.
I'm Elle.
And I'm Dave.
This is our second take of the intro.
If you were watching the live show,
I think we're all feeling way more chill right now.
if you were watching the live show, you would have seen this with all the personality pre it being stripped out of it.
But now we're focusing on the YouTube.
Yes. And the podcast. If you want to listen to us, you can listen to us anywhere you get podcasts.
Good one.
Ours specifically, I've been told off in the past for just promoting podcasts in general. So
There's so many podcasts there.
Did you know there's this thing, you guys? Just wait. Did you know you can use Spotify or Apple Podcasts and just listen?
That's crazy.
So listen to the Hamish and Andy podcast on all of your platforms.
Go try listening.
Go try the Hamish and Andy
podcast.
podcast.
Leave a review,
It's
just
light,
for
it's
anyone.
entertaining.
Huberman Labs is pretty good too.
I've heard that Andy
Charles.
Serkis does the Lord of the
Star
Rings.
Talk.
Oh my God, Critical Role.
Jazz.
What? Oh, and us. Go check out our podcast.
Yeah.
We definitely back ourselves.
You know who else you should back? You should back the
Us.
Kindred of the Abyss.
Oh, wait, hang on. And
Yeah.
Is it ready?
Yeah, of course. I'm a consummate
Wait,
professional.
wrong one.
Oh my
Jazz
gosh!
is not.
Hey, we are close to our final stretch goal.
We are.
Yeah. But guess what? With your help, it might not be our final stretch goal.
No.
We're actually early enough in the campaign that we might add some stretch goals if we get it. So that's really exciting. Best way to support the channel while Murray ruins my plug and
Best
add over.
opportunity- Best opportunity to get a huge amount of value. You want to scroll down to those stretch goals? The
I ruined it. It wasn't mine.
for the low price of backing the Kickstarter, you can get like
Oh, here we go. Stretch goals.
I'm gonna say like well over
It's like
$100 worth of minis.
It's like 7 squads now. It started as 2.
Yeah,
3. Started
Plus
at 3. It's now
some
like 8.
plus some big stuff.
What amazing value.
We've also we're almost at the biggest one. That's our last stretch goal.
Look at all that cool
Submariners.
stuff.
Smiling tabletop time as opposed
You've
to suppressed
unlocked our
tabletop
happiness.
time.
Thank you.
Close to.
Thank you.
And then this big land sub. That's a bit of fun.
So cool.
But
So
now we're
check
going to
that
do
out.
LUCEVERA.
Yay.
All right.
In the previous episode, what happened, gang? Quick recap for Al.
I died.
Woohoo!
The guild celebrated. All was well.
I don't remember.
I know what happened. You all
alright.
got attacked at night.
I got this in episode 20+1. Alvin finds a journeyman from the Humorous Guild and pays 50 silver pieces to have. It was 52 or so, to have their help healing Lorenzo. He drinks a flushing potion and clean water. Delarosa pulls Leone aside and offers her guild membership for a month. She is very grateful and happy. Arvin has 0 out of 3 of the key components for his healing potion. Leone heads home. Arvin is woken up in the middle of the night by intruders wanting his elixir. They bonk Libero. He isn't killed, but he is injured.
He's definitely bonked.
He was bonked. Next day,
We did. Have you watched the episode?
did watch the
Yeah,
episode.
you were there. I
You were
remember. you
lying.
being
Being a good
Next
I wasn't sure how
audience
feverish you
member.
were.
Arvin reveals to Delarosa his travel opportunity. They agree. Leone, Libero, and others might go. Lorenzo potentially, etc. is what I wrote.
All right.
And we have yet to know what the
Find
hell
out.
is going to happen with Bianca.
Where would we like to pick up?
Episode.
I reckon Bianca. I reckon we've done us. We've got some time to fill.
You got a whole episode of roleplay to catch up with.
Goodness.
Bianca. A day or so after you leave Cosimo, after some reflection,
Yes.
you are standing outside a particular building.
Yes.
You are standing outside your office, the keep of the guild ward.
I would have had to have gone back to the guild at some point
Okay.
to collect my big
Oh,
book
okay.
of notes.
Oh, your book of notes. Okay, so you pop in at one point. Well,
Yes.
everyone would have been happy to see you. So do you want to talk about that, or are we going to rush
I'm
past
gonna
that?
rush past.
Okay,
Go.
you slipped in and slipped out.
We're
She's
not going
only
back
been
in
missing
time.
like a whole day.
Rocco and Blompy were there, and everyone
Yeah.
else was out fishing.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the beach episode.
Yeah. The beach episode happened while we were off camera.
Swim in the dirty water.
Bianca.
She might have just slipped in and out anyway.
Yeah, just slipped in.
She didn't
Each
want to
episode
stay.
where everyone catches.
You get
what is it?
cholera. You get
Cholera.
cholera. You get cholera.
It's a summer miracle.
Yeah.
That's Sorry.
Amazing.
All right.
One shot in the future. Each episode. Yeah, and then I will go to this building.
You're standing outside it.
I am
I
standing.
believe you're holding something.
I am. I'm holding my book of notes and an envelope.
Okay.
And I will enter the building. Do you want me to change the background?
I got it. You focus on roleplay.
Okay.
You walk into the building.
Yes.
It's as you remember. Bonk.
Yes.
Good afternoon, someone says as they walk past. Cavalier, a guard nods.
I will nod back.
As you, I'm guessing, head towards Pietro's office.
Yes. The lieutenant.
His door is open, and as he sees you approach, he beckons you in.
I will. Is it unusual for it to be open?
50-50.
Okay.
If there's no one in there, he often has a bit of an open door policy in the barracks.
Okay. I will cautiously step in and nod my head. Lieutenant.
Bianca, it is good to see you.
Been expecting me for some time?
Well, you are.
He looks down a sheet of, he's got sort of like a scroll he unfurls and runs his finger down it.
The second last cavalier to return your report.
Well, a thorough job is always a better job, I think.
Absolutely. I take it you've come to some kind of conclusion.
I have. I will step forward and give him the letter.
Takes the letter. He unseals the top of it, pulls it out, and his eyes scan down. He looks back up.
Are you certain?
Yes.
Very good. Job well done.
And he closes the envelope, puts it back in, slides it into a drawer for later review.
What have you done?
Who knows?
Lorenzo pops up.
So, with that said, of course, regardless, your task is complete. You are no longer assigned to work for them.
Yes, I have some matters to attend to on my father's authority, so...
Well, as I was about to say, it is tradition for a cavalier who has completed their first mission to, well, have the run of it. It is time for you to take a few months, find glory, look after the king's interests, and find your feet in your boots and your ass in your saddle.
And a bigger feather in my hat.
If you can find a good bird.
Is there anything else you require of me, Lieutenant?
If you have nothing to add beyond your letter, no.
I will see you around then.
Oh, one thing. Have you seen Cosimo lately?
He hasn't come in for duties?
He's been absent for 2 or 3 days.
That's very unusual for him. I can go look for him, if you would like.
Oh, it's not an order. I'm sure he'll turn up. He's probably busy dalliancing with that nobleman.
I'm sure he's got it under control.
Always does, that Cosimo.
Yes.
Now, go on. Enjoy your new accolades. You're no longer Cavalier Recruit.
Thank you,
Cavalier.
Lieutenant.
And you walk out. That's all. That's all she wrote.
Bum, bum, bum.
What does Bianca do next?
What was in that letter?
I think maybe she'll
Thanks, Mickey.
see if Cosimo is still lingering around in the... She'll go past the glade that she went previously, just to see if he's there.
He's not there.
And then she will head to the guild.
Oh, okay. So you're all working, doing various tasks at the guild. This is probably around the time we pick up where we left off with you guys. Obviously, Bianca was doing that in the interim. We passed a little bit. I believe tomorrow is the date that Arvin might be leaving.
Yep. Is it a roll to see if it still is tomorrow?
Libero hasn't been doing amazingly. He's quite Look, it's not fatal. He just hasn't recovered well. He's an older man, and you just don't recover as quickly. So he's still He's sort of in bed, getting fed supper and stuff. And the mood in the place is a little bit sour since they got broken into. And there is a knock on the door as Bianca arrives, who you haven't seen in a couple of days.
It's really good post-production.
I don't go get the door.
No, you are you're working.
Goodness, look at you. Look at you.
In fact,
You sent Lorenzo.
at this very
Sorry.
at this very moment, Leone, you are working with Procco and Blompi as you are showing them how to like lathe wood to get this buttstock right, and you're kind of like starting to instruct. And Ilio's there helping out. He's like, Grandpa said this, and like, you know, basically just starting your first days because your master is actually bedridden right now. You're just kind of helping with stuff you can do. You've gone in and spoken to him, and he said like, try and reproduce your weapons. See, you know, start there, and we'll see if we can mass produce it. Like, you're just doing those basic
Sick.
steps.
No worries.
Can I recover the amount of health from a long rest?
Yeah,
Thank you.
sure. You can. I want you all to enjoy it while you
So-
can.
How many?
The reason I say that is because I'm going to completely go at this this whole resting system with my teeth.
How many
Tear it apart.
days
back
has
together.
it been since the expo?
2.
Okay, so tomorrow's the third day, which
Yes,
is when.
yes.
Okay, gotcha.
You just like back to full health now, basically,
No, I have 5 health.
out of 7.
Yeah,
so you
but I
regained
had
4.
2. I regained 3.
3. Okay,
It's not too bad.
And one more day, you should be fine.
it's a lot. It's fine. We'll work on it.
You're so freaking brutal, man.
I think
No.
you went easy.
Huh?
You went easy.
Yeah, I think no. I think the thing I think that healing to full health in 2 nights sleep is just kind of silly in games. So it's fine. We'll get to it.
All right.
It's fine.
The long road to recovery.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Oh, I had a
It's a
little nap
journey.
and my giant
Okay.
stomach wound just healed.
Magic.
All right.
Well, I will knock again.
I'll get the door.
Okay.
Bianca! It's so good to see you back.
Lorenzo, how are you
You're,
feeling?
I'm actually much better.
You're standing.
Well, I
I will look at your pants.
have been tended to by the king's finest.
Oh.
Apparently, given medicine and clean water, and Arvin has helped look after me, and I just feel much better and very fortunate. But you are here. What?
Yes, I had some business to attend to.
How? And then it just sort of dawns on him that where we're journeying and all this stuff, and then obviously knowing that this report thing might have been wrapping soon.
A wad of like rag slams into you, Bianca, thrown into you at very low power, but
it
definitely with force. No, it's just a balled up rag.
Okay.
And you immediately snap your head to its attention, and you see Ilio standing there fuming in the way that only a small child could. And he says, Bianca, how could you be gone? The one day you leave us alone and Grandpa gets attacked.
Oh,
You're meant to protect us, you promised.
your grandpa got attacked.
We had a break-in last night.
Here.
Yes, 2 men searching for the potion that we have no more of. In the middle of the night, accosted Arvin, and on their way out, injured the old man.
Well, tell me everything. I can file a report.
That's a good
Where-
idea.
Is
Arvin
Libero...
would be the one to speak to.
Can I speak to Libero?
Of course, he's not quite himself yet, but Arvin saw their faces and interacted
Yeah.
with them. He can tell you more.
I'll go find Alvin. Or if he's here. I assume you're in the attic.
Alvin's here. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be upstairs.
Yeah. Wish me luck going upstairs. I will head up.
Hey, Lorenzo's had like a full day to start working on things around this place. The stairs are probably fine.
You think already fix the stairs?
I don't know. Priorities might be the shingles or whatever it is.
No, Lorenzo's been cleaning He hasn't been fixing things.
I like
He's been
to-
working with a mop.
I like to think he's wearing Bianca's apron.
Leonie's apron.
What?
Sorry. Leona's apron. I looked up and
Bianca's not even
Leona's
touched an apron in her life.
No, Leona's apron, and it barely
It's too
comes
small.
up to his crotch. It's like tied up under his
Yeah,
chest.
nice.
Yeah.
Before I go up, I'll say, I'll look after your grandfather, Elio, and then I'll disappear upstairs.
You
And
hear him
knock.
mumbling something about cavaliers are meant to be heroes.
Damn,
Going up.
roasted by a kid. I will knock on the attic door.
Come in.
Same place as usual, Alvin.
Whoops.
Oh dear.
Fix it.
What have you done?
I don't know how to do this thing.
What'd you do?
Nothing. I fixed it.
Okay.
I assume you're just like hunched over working.
No, I'm sort of pacing back and forth, and there's a lot of piles of stuff, and almost like I'm cleaning or packing.
I heard there was a break-in last night.
Oh, yes. Yeah, two men come looking for what I don't have anymore. So naturally, they got they were not of high intellect.
The
you know.
potion, I'm assuming.
Yes. So I wrote some drivel, and that should confound them for a while.
You kept it safe?
What, the recipe?
Yes.
Of course, it's not written down.
Good.
Genius.
And Libero.
He will be fine. He's an old man, but
Did you see what they look like? I can write something. Keep a lookout for them.
I give my best estimation.
Make a knowledge check with disadvantage.
Sure.
See if you can remember anything. But yeah, it was like dark with no light source beyond some moonlight.
Disadvantage was one less.
No, disadvantage is you
three rolls.
reroll two successes. Challenge level 3. Which means you're fine.
4.
Cool. Yeah, you remember. You remember like pretty good details, descriptions of them. I mean, I don't need to go through it. But
I will write down in my notebook because I didn't hand that over just earlier. So I will start a new page and jot down everything you tell me.
Yes, they did not. They were not the masterminds of this little heist. If you get my drift, they very much felt like hired muscle.
There might be more coming.
Possibly.
I can see if I could stand guard or something if you're worried.
Yes. Well, I seek to circumvent at least some issues. I will be taking a mental wellness break after being accosted so horribly. I'll be heading out into the country for a few weeks, going on a little trip. That reminds me, I must speak to Lorenzo.
You're leaving.
Oh, yes.
What about the guild and all the work you do here?
Well, that's the point. I'm going to somewhere where I can do some of my work, and hopefully by me not being here and none of my staff being here, no ill fortune will fall of the guild here.
So, work privately.
Yes, more or less.
Well, it'll be an empty attic then, won't it?
Yes, Delarosa has already exclaimed how much he's looking forward to having an empty attic.
Right, well,
to rent out to boarders.
good luck then, I guess, and be careful in the countryside. It's not as well enforced as it is around here.
No, I suppose not. But
Well, my guild business is almost over, and then after that I have a period of time as a cavalier where I can go about and pretty much do as I wish, enforcing control, protecting citizens. So if you need protection out there, so you don't get stabbed and bleed out again, at least you know someone who might be able to help.
I'm saying your services are on offer. You might
Perhaps.
get that lovely outfit stained with some blood that I have yet to see you spill.
Well, maybe I will have to bring extras. Just putting it out there. If you're being attacked and you're being sought after for what's in your head, it doesn't bode well.
Probably not. Anyway,
I'll leave you to pack then.
all right. Well, I will be like I said. I need to grab a hold of Lorenzo and Leone and speak with them. See what they're up to. I need to ask them fully if they would be interested, because there's some work up there they could do, especially for Leone. But,
Sure.
Wide open
Cleaning.
fields, lots of
Lots of cleaning to do.
absolutely.
I'll
Yes,
leave you to it then.
lots of cleaning. Yes, I will go about my cleaning as well. Good day.
And punctuating your point, there is a loud crash in the corner of the room as several things fall over in a bunch. And you see Ticket on the floor holding with both his hands the sort of metal handle of a small watering can. And he just sort of wrenched it out from under a pile it was buried in. And he plods over to the desk and puts it next to the plants that you're sort of starting to pack up.
No, that was structural. That was not ready to come out yet.
And then Ticket points at the plants and then points at the watering can. And then it just like slides them closer together as if reminding the absent-minded man that obviously you wouldn't forget this, but he's like, you need to bring the watering pot so you water the plants.
Yes. I'm not quite that daft.
Crosses its arms.
To see the not a mouse is still around.
Yes, of course.
I'll leave you to it then, and I will leave.
As Bianca goes downstairs, you do notice that Leone is wearing a guild blazer and is directing Procco and Blumpy to be working in the workshop. And in fact, Lorenzo is wearing a slightly undersized apron and has a broom and is sweeping. And has none of his, we say the art implements, but there'd also be like more work related stuff for Merciology. So you'd have chalks and little rulers and stuff. And none of that would be currently on you. It's probably in your room with your bag, but he's just got none of his drawing stuff and an apron.
I'll try to settle over to Leone. See if I can get a moment.
If you're not directing Procco and Blumpy currently.
Oh, Bianca, it's good to see you.
You're still wearing the uniform.
Yes. It has been loaned to me for a period of time.
That's very impressive. They liked what you did at the expo then, I assume.
Yes, I think there is more behind it besides that, but
And what you do to him?
I did not do anything. That was Delarosa.
I can hear you, and I'm doing exactly what I want to be doing.
Well,
The help can hear, but they're not meant to speak. That is a joke.
I turn and nod curtly and
I just have to say that when you turn a nod behind Bianca, Procco and Blumpy mime out the burn, and they're just they're cringing behind her and doing necks, cutting, and then as soon as Bianca even remotely turns, they just grab tools and are working again as if they're doing nothing.
Yeah, but Bianca
Classic.
very straight face it. That is a joke, by the way. I was joking.
yes, mistress.
Wow, I'm glad you're on your feet.
Goes back to dusting with his frilled apron.
Feather duster.
Yeah.
so how are you feeling after the expo the other day?
It was full on, but
Yes.
I think, it coincides with me almost finishing my stay here, so maybe good timing.
What will you do after?
Not sure, whatever the Cavaliers demand of me, I guess.
That sounds awfully boring.
It's not
The most
boring.
exciting job in the world.
To protect people, and,
world
there's
from
always
devastation.
danger. For example, you got broken into.
Oh, yes, but I'm saying that, you don't do stuff for us. We're just nobodies, right?
I like to think I've done a little for you.
Oh, of course. But you are a cavalier after all.
Leone, have you not heard?
This is one of Proctor or Pumpkin, whichever voice. Yeah.
Each in a robust
And
masculine
they kind of
pose.
are very they enunciate a lot with a lot of gesticulation, moving their hands around and like
Romance, adventure, exploration, the life of a cavalier is a life little boys and girls dream of.
Exactly.
I guess where I am from, we have very different dreams. But that is okay. Perhaps you need a holiday. It seems very stressful.
Yes, well, I mean, I have some time coming up, so...
Oh,
Do I? Have we been told that we're leaving, by the way?
Yeah, and
nope.
Okay, good.
He
Sorry.
hasn't approached it with
Okay,
you
good.
guys.
Just wanted to double check.
okay.
Complete danger and romance, electric lights, machinery.
I'll leave you to your guildness then.
Yes.
Yeah, about now, I'll probably come thumping
don't
down.
forget to wear your gloves when you use that song.
Lorenzo, Leone, before I forget, I need to talk to both of you.
I like look at the almost cleaned thing, and I'm like,
It'll take 5 minutes. It's fine. I need to do it now before.
Before
I think of
his
something
thoughts
else.
slip out of his brain,
Yes,
he
thank you.
loses
Hey.
track of what he's doing.
Rude, but
You're welcome.
sure
Correct.
I can spare a minute if you can, Leone.
Yes, it's fine.
Sure.
Let me duck aside.
I'll head to my room.
sure. All right. Okay.
Do you actually?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
You mean you're not going to eavesdrop this one?
No.
Character development.
She trusts us.
Okay. Sorry, this is very last minute. I've
You seem
distracted.
frazzled, Alvin.
Well, I mean, we did just get robbed the other day. I can't really blame the guy.
There's a lot going on. But basically, I'm going to be going north.
Hooray.
Yes. I'm going to be traveling under the guise of having been shaken by the events of last night. And I need the country air to salve my soul, sort of thing. Whatever the people who go on holidays say.
Why the theater around it? Why are guys? What if you
it's an
actually
alibi.
were attacked in the middle of the night and you might actually need a little bit of headspace?
No, it can't be that. Anyway, so I am going to be going north to basically a facility, and I'm going to be doing some work there. However, I have an offer which does not entirely stem from boredom and loneliness. It's that I would offer if you were interested in coming. There's also it's not far from sort of guild associates, where you could practice unhindered some of your invention work, your building, and also, I mean, once he's better, Delarosa has implied to me that Liberto would be heading up that way. So you would be able to have some tutoring time.
Huh. Interesting.
I would love to take up your offer, but I believe I'm required here to
Yeah.
continue these duties.
So, Lorenzo, I will be straight with you. Delarosa has said that you are welcome to go on a condition. And that is apparently where I'm going is not too far off where you were brought up.
How far north are we talking?
Very.
Always.
Yeah.
Very. I give I
I
don't know if he actually
like
gave me a region.
Yeah.
It's like on the south of the border wall, which is like the mountains that your family.
Yeah.
That's literally you're heading all the way north.
And the condition being...
She may have said something along the lines of
The ruined
face your
mountains.
fears.
Huh.
Basically, I think she wants you to have a chat. with
Well,
your
I wish you
dad.
all the best in your journey, and I will really miss you and look forward to your return. But,
I understand. I wanted to at least offer. I understand.
You know I would dearly love to come.
Of course.
Perhaps I should speak to Delarosa. I'm confused about how my time off of the guild system will...
Well, that's the thing. It wouldn't be. You would be entirely down to basically our whims. You would be errand boy for us.
I'm in. Let's go. This sounds great.
But the travel up there is almost as long as I'm required to be out of suspended from the guild. It wouldn't be far from when we arrive that apparently I would be reinstated. At which point, what would I be working on? Perhaps I need to speak to Delarosa and clarify what this facing your fears is
I think you should.
talking about.
You should definitely ask her.
I think it is facing enough of my fears to talk to Delarosa.
Exactly. That is the spirit.
I do.
Compared to your old man, nothing.
Well,
I do have one question for you, Alvin.
Yes.
You seem a little apprehensive. Are you being forced to do this?
No, honestly, this is actually something I want to do.
You lying?
No.
Okay.
He says no in character.
I refuse to roll.
no, monsieur.
Okay, if you're certain. My other, well, I didn't. I only said I had one question, but now I have two. What are you going to do on the road? If it is just the two of us, that's a little bit scary. And last time we were in a battle together, it didn't go so well.
Well, that is why I might have some value.
It also didn't go so well. No offense.
They didn't go so well because I wasn't there.
Yeah, well.
I have a big hammer. I'm good at hitting these.
You are still recovering from your injuries.
Yes, well, worst comes worst, I might be able to hire someone, possibly. I don't know.
Okay.
Either that or just pack a lot more fire flasks.
Oh, I could pack some fireworks too. That could help.
Oh, what a time!
I will finish cleaning and then go speak to Mistress Delarosa.
I think we'll just have a very enthusiastic conversation about the awfully arsonistic things we
Well, I
could
hope we
pack
can
into a
bring
travel
video.
caravan.
Very good. Makes sense.
Can I see if Libero is awake?
Yeah, you can knock on
Yeah.
his door.
Is there any response?
Yeah. There's a
Come in.
I will go in.
Oh, my days. A beautiful woman to this old man's bedside.
Yes. Well, good to see you're awake, Libero.
Oh, it's just you, Bianca. I mistook you for someone else.
So not a beautiful woman then.
Don't get
Don't-
involved
don't-
with them.
Don't answer that.
Don't toy with an old man's heart.
How are you feeling?
I'm annoyed
Why?
because you see,
and he looks like he gets that twinkle in his eye and that little smile, even though he's injured and weak looking, that certain old men can get. And he's
the knowledge they wanted was in young Arvin's head, not mine. So I don't know why they tried to crack it open and get it out.
he gestures to his like massive bandage on his head.
Did you try to stop them getting to Arvin?
I don't know.
You don't remember.
No,
You don't know what they look like.
no. I remember waking in bed to little Ilios sobs. Like this. I think.
He looks down slightly and looks up.
I think the hair may never regrow there.
says.
Is it already?
Yeah, it's like right on the crown of his head.
A true tragedy.
Are they getting healing for you?
I'm being seen to, but it will heal on its own. It doesn't seem to be infected.
Well, I'll be won't be staying at the guild too much longer, but I can look after Elio for the time being and stand guard. So if anyone comes in to crack heads open again, well, maybe I can get my sword some use.
Well, I believe I'll be leaving here tomorrow, better or worse.
Why?
Traveling north,
With Arvin.
of course.
He made it sound like a solo trip for his addled brain.
I hear everything that happens in these walls, in this condition or not. And I know it's for the best of the guild. And I've been meaning to take the boy far from the city. And it's...
Elio will go with you.
And Celeste, we are going. There is a city to the north I have wanted to travel for a long time. But there is a task that needs to be done before I can go.
So if you and Elio and Celeste go, and Arvin was mentioning talking to Lorenzo and Leone, that's half the guild gone, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
What will the guild do?
Well, they have room to expand. I believe Delarosa wants to get some new students to fill the room that Arvin will leave. And
How long are you expecting to be gone?
a while. It is a month's journey just to get there.
Very remote from the city.
Yes, far away. But there are some positives. There are some wonderful flora, fauna creatures, the likes of which, well, I saw in my youth, but majestic, rare. It's a wonderful place.
And hopefully no one will come around looking for any more secret recipes then.
Hopefully not.
You said you needed to do something before you go.
Yes, there is a material we need in town. I tried to ask the others for help a week or two ago, but was it that long? No, not quite. But they were busy, so
Would you like me to fetch them for you?
you can try.
Okay.
I will just open my notebook in my brain.
While
The Mind
you
Palace.
open your notebook in your brain, Bianca will pop her head out. And is it you three still there? Or did someone split off?
I believe Leone and Arvin are chatting
You
about
disappeared.
pyrotechnics. I am finishing cleaning before going to speak
Okay.
to Delarosa.
I look like I'm about to leave the conversation and head out of the building.
I will call to you before you do that and say, Arvin and Leone and
Yes?
Lorenzo, whoever. I think Libero requires some guilder's assistance.
Oh,
Okay.
certainly.
Yeah, and then lead them back.
Okay. Do we want to do that or do we want to do Delarosa?
I'll nod to Arvin and be like, now might be a good time for me to... And I'll leave them
Okay.
to speak to...
Which one? Who wants to go first?
We'll go.
Okay.
You go.
You enter
Yep.
Libero's room.
I'll see if he wants me to
You can,
stay.
he doesn't care.
Okay, I'll stay then.
Libero, how are you feeling?
Oh, not amazing, Arvin. There is a dent in my head.
That's your mouth. It flaps a lot, you old man.
You're right.
Would you like me to stab him for you?
No.
No, he's old. He's got enough wounds.
Do you know how much the collective intelligence we would lose in the guild if Arvin died? I see
I've
me in
heard.
his future. I can already see in his hair where his hairline will peel back on his head and...
All right. You win this round. Enough.
Hey, he said they're back and forth here, all right? He's saying you're going to grow into him one day. So he says,
Bianca said that you need something.
Yes, I need a part made by tomorrow. There's a man in fair market, Bernard Tinker. That's what he calls himself anyway. My rigid wing that Celeste is experimenting with. We must bring it with us so Ilio can fly. But it... Look, this Bernard was a master carpenter before he was expelled from his guild. And he will be the only one to craft the wooden ratchets that I need.
Mm-hmm. Yes, okay, very well. I can do that.
So find him and get him to make them.
Yes, well, I already need to leave. Speaking of me getting stabbed, one thing I definitely need to acquire is a bit of protection. So, some...
Pig intestine at the market, yes.
Yes. No, I will be getting some...
Oh!
I'll be getting some armor.
Of course.
okay.
The old coot. He's definitely feeling better.
Go! Leave this old man alone.
Not buying any more goats, are you, Arvin?
No. Hey, taking a goat 1 month north would be a nightmare.
As Arvin, like as everyone's shuffling out, he catches Arvin's eye and he's just like,
Yes, I'm growing tired. Leave this man to reminisce of when he was young enough to need armor in the field.
You are quite delirious.
okay.
Go to sleep. I'll get your bits.
God, he must really like you.
He does. He's lived with them for 4 years. Delarosa time.
A knock at her door. Mistress.
Close the door behind you.
Yes, ma'am. Click.
She is like noticeably cleaning up her office, stacking things, moving papers around.
Mistress, you're not going anywhere yourself, are you?
Always prepare.
I see. Well, I have been invited by Arvin to accompany him to the north based on various conditions, but I'm a bit confused about what the arrangement would look like and what's involved, and I thought I would just ask you directly if you have a moment to spare.
She looks down at what she's doing, looks back up.
I will not have many opportunities to dispense wisdom to you, Lorenzo, in the coming months. I would like you to come away from our time together a more whole person. I think, Lorenzo, from our time in the last few weeks, you have shown me that you are a boy. A small boy in a man's body. You have a lot of learning to do, and you have started that journey. It starts with pain, it starts with mistakes, but it ends with great things. I still believe in you, despite everything you have taught me to the contrary. And I feel that this is your path forward.
Something about what she says rings true, even though Lorenzo doesn't quite even understand what it is that's being implied that he do. I will do anything that you would require me to do to protect the guild and to further my studies and become the man that you think I can be. There are very few people in my life I could say have such faith in me, and I am grateful for that. I would ask what is to happen if in traveling soon after we arrive, if it is as far north as Arvin implies, my suspension period will be ending. What would you have me work on, or study, or do to earn, or serve the guild?
Whatever you are told. You'll be going with our master, Libero. You'll be going with journeyman, Arvin. You'll be traveling north and has many great adventures and trips. In that time, you will work hard, but you will learn. And you will learn more in your journey than you might learn drafting lines. I think...
Would you have me draft while I go?
If it is needed. Once your time is up, I'm sure Libero will have use of your arm. But I think you have restless legs. I think it is time you stop running away from things.
Arvin mentioned this prerequisite to my accompanying him, that I see my father. What is it that you think I need to say or see or...
How long ago was it that you left?
As soon as I was of age.
And yet before me stands a boy.
I cannot give my father any credit for helping me to become a man. My mother left me when I was just a boy, and perhaps inside I have stayed the same ever since.
And you will never be rid of self-doubt. You will never be rid of questions. You will never be able to stand up and do the things you say you can do if you do not learn to stand up as a man. So you need to go home and you need to learn to stand up and be a man. Because I have seen many people in this city running away from their country farms, not knowing that they can never live to their full while living in someone's shadow. I mean, look at Arvin. He came from his town more with the weight of the world on his shoulders, more than many experience in their life, and he, in his own way, has thrived. In the last 3 weeks or 4 weeks, you have seen him almost come to death twice in pursuit of what he believes. And you, Lorenzo, from the recollections that have been shared around the dinner table, have managed to find yourself never where you wanted to be when you felt you needed to be there. So, I think you can learn from Arvin. I think you can learn from a journey. And I think most of all, when you get there, you'll be ready to say what you need to say to your father.
I find myself wishing to make some sort of speech or promise that tells you the hope in which I wish to venture forth, but I did that a few days ago and that did not end so well for me anyway, so I suppose it may suffice to say thank you, and I will do my best.
And you will either rise to the occasion, or it will crush you. And you will know then the man you are destined to be. One who stands on his own, forges his own path, the one who always follows in the path laid out for him. So, find out the kind of man you want to be, Lorenzo.
That sounds like a journey worth taking.
Good. Now, get out of my office.
May I borrow a small selection of some drafting materials to take with me?
Take whatever you want.
And before, I sort of paused before walking out and turned back around and filled a bit with sentimentality. When I came to you, I was covered in dirt and had been sleeping on the street for weeks. I still don't know what it was that made you give me a chance, but I still find myself not quite knowing what that is that you give me another chance. All I know is there is something very special here that you and Amelie, sorry,
My wife!
have created, and I will seek to represent it with the wholeheartedness that I can possibly bring. Thank you.
Go.
And I nod and walk out.
Cool.
Are you heading to your room?
I'm heading out to the working areas,
Okay.
to the where the drafting stuff is. So I'm starting to sort of pack things and starting to be like, oh, I'm actually going somewhere. Oh, I get to take some cool stuff. Yeah.
Well, if you do at some point head to your room, let me know, because when Bianca disappeared, she put something there. So you don't know.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
At some point, you head to your room. Let's just do it. Yeah.
I head to my
What
room.
are you finding?
I've got some
If you're
handfuls
packing
of.
stuff, surely you're gonna have to go to your room.
I head to my room and I'm
Yes.
carrying a variety of different papers and drawing implements, thinking, okay, I need everything that I might need. I could be gone for over a year. Like, I don't know. So I need to make sure I have supplies to it. Like, maybe I'm commissioned to do some construction, what do you call them? Schematics and stuff for Liberto. Maybe, I'll do some things of cities and whatever. But there is something at the back, at the very sort of far back of Lorenzo's mind that's like, but maybe I'll see some cool stuff. And maybe I'll draw what it feels like to, but it's like
like something
behind
missing.
conscious
Yeah.
thought. So he's still tucking it away, but not as sort of fiercely and angrily as he has in the last few weeks.
Well,
And he enters into
sitting on the bed is a slightly charred book that you recognize, but it is.
So how, what?
Oh, it was a replica.
They were separate pages, weren't they? What was
Was
it?
it a
Which
replica?
one? Was this the replica you got
Yeah.
given?
Okay,
a
so it's not
replica.
charred.
No, it's not
Okay,
charred.
it's a replica.
But
of
there are
something that looks rare.
there are scribed drawings that you drew, but not drawn by your hand, and a lot are along the peripheries are damaged. They're partial drawings because the originals were destroyed beyond recognition.
So is it a book or is it like a pile of papers?
It's a bound pile of paper.
There is a bound pile of
It's
papers.
a book. It's got a leather bounding, but it's like a rudiment, kind of like your journal. It's like rudimentary.
Yeah.
Sitting on your bed.
Sitting on my bed.
Yes.
Lorenzo sort of stops. He doesn't know what it is at first, obviously. And he looks at it curiously. I didn't put you there. He sort of puts the piles of paper and materials on the table. He sort of cautiously walks up to it, eyeing it, and then recognizes on the frontmost page something he had drawn. I didn't have you anymore, he says as he leans forward, and he starts to sort of move the pages across and reveal. I'm going to say, what would there be, a dozen or 2 dozen?
There was definitely the lizard
How
man.
many?
I remember that.
Enough to feel like a little book.
Yeah.
Because there's 20.
Yeah. And as he just flicks through the pages, the thing he can't fight off is it's like when you hear a song that you listen to at a certain point in your life and it takes you back there viscerally. And this flood of moments and experiences that he, through his lens, had captured in these different ways, just hit him page after page as he's flicking through and just welling with emotion, unable to fathom how this has happened. And then he reaches under his pillow and pulls out a green feather and just sort of twists it, and it sort of reflects in the firelight while he looks at these pages.
Is it purple now?
No, it was purple. It's green now.
It's
green now.
switched, yeah.
So I forgot which way it went.
Yeah. And he just, he's beyond words. And he doesn't know how.
Yeah, I'm not there.
Yeah, I figured.
But that was nice to hear.
Yeah. he's utterly speechless, but he certainly feels there's a sign. There's sort of a sense of purpose that existed on these pages that he had lost when he threw the book in the flames. And the fact that they are here before him as he's about to set forward to find out the kind of man he will become. Again, he's got no knowledge as to where that will go and what it will be, but all of a sudden there is just this ember of purpose that's relit. And he doesn't know what that means, but there's a sense of comfort there for sure. So he'll gather those. He'll grab one of the blank books of similar paper size and sort of bind it all together, bring it all together so that he's sort of like remaking his sketchbook a little bit. And he'll tuck the feather into it and put it into his pocket and start packing.
Kirsten, are you basically walking out of the guild like the same time as me? As I to do the
You coming
errands?
on the errand?
No, she was going to be in her room.
Okay. Well, as you go to the sort of, obviously outside Libero's door, depart to your room, I'm gonna sort of stop in my tracks and say, Bianca, actually, can I have a word?
Yes, sorry, yes.
I'm just to look at Libero's door and say, elsewhere, perhaps.
Sure.
Leone follows.
You're going to stealth? You're going to sneak?
No, you can do that if you want.
Oh, sick. All right. Yeah, I'm here for this conversation. Let's go.
Okay, I'll lead you to where Bianca's been staying then.
Sure, I mean, you
And
can speak around
most
the
of
corner.
it is like packed up.
Oh, you had a lovely room.
Well,
She really didn't.
someone very nice cleaned it. So, cleaned it very well.
So, I mentioned before that we would be leaving, and
Yes.
I wasn't sure when Libero would be fit to travel. And after that conversation, I think it's very obvious that he's doing quite well, and I wasn't expecting that he would clearly be departing with us tomorrow.
I'm glad he's okay.
And I will admit, I was going to petition you to accompany him for his and Elio's safety. There's honestly no one else I would rather trust to take care of him, and Elio would have liked it. And now, in the reality that we will all be departing together, I would like to ask if you would protect all of us, accompany us, if not in the name of our companionship, then for Elio's sake. Though I'm sure that you have many duties to attend to.
I mean, normally a cavalier does things in the name of the king, but I think with his big eyes, I could do this in the name of Elio.
Well, Elio practically represents Libero, and Libero's work represents the crown, surely.
Of course. I'd be honored to come and protect you. And make sure you don't get stabbed again. Especially since Lorenzo seems to be not quite right again.
He will be there when the time counts.
Yes. We'll see.
And I am taking it upon myself not to get stabbed of my own volition. So,
Well,
if we can all play our parts, I'm sure it will go marvelously. And I look to Leone and say, and I'm sure we would all be very appreciative of your company.
Leone is
Personally.
staring at both of you intensely.
yes.
Is this a thing? Have I missed something?
What is the thing?
The podcast listeners, it's pointing to both of them.
What?
She has a sword.
It is rather marvelous.
She does
Would you
have a
like to
sword,
look
yes.
at it?
No, you should save it if Arvin would like to see it later. I'm going to excuse myself now. I leave the room.
She is very strange.
Yes,
a
that's,
chaos
She laughs
goblin.
manically down. She's like,
that's why we're friends. I did not understand that.
Well, I
I'm not explaining Libero earlier either. I got that one.
have a few things I need to do, but I was planning on leaving tomorrow anyway, so... And then she kind of gestures at everything packed up.
Well, that's perfect.
I'll see you in the morning then.
I suppose you will.
And I will keep watch overnight. So no more head bashing.
Yes.
And
Both.
please let someone know next time. In the moment, rather than just you. Go and get Lorenzo with his hammer.
Lorenzo was decidedly disposed.
Well, I reckon Delarosa could have taken them.
Yeah. No, I bet she could have.
With one
Alas,
arm
it
tied
was
behind
me.
her back.
With one arm.
ha ha ha.
Just headbutt them.
Yeah. Scold
Anyway.
them into oblivion.
I must depart and request this part for Libero.
Yes, you do that.
I shall see you tomorrow. Excellent. See you later.
I'm expensive.
I'll let the guild know.
Also a joke.
Ah.
Sort of.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll let you go.
And I'll just march out, trying to determine whether or not he was in fact a joke.
You'll never know.
And I'll head for the fair market to find Bernard.
Just on your own?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure? Asks the GM.
I'm just confirming that no one else is in the scene and you're splitting the party.
I trail after you.
Yeah, Leona goes with you.
Following everyone.
You head-
After going up that corridor, you come back down here.
I got nothing better
So
to do.
you and Bianca.
you head to Fair Market, where you would like to buy something, I believe. Which
Well,
you
I need to
ended
make
up
the
doing.
order. I'll make the order with Bernard first.
Okay.
Market?
I'm going to say you can ask
I'm
around.
not sure how much roleplay you
You
want
can
to involve
ask
in that.
around and you can find Bernard.
Yep.
You find a man at this odd little shop. It's a really strange little. There's like all these weird like toys, you'd call them, like little wind up toys, little mockingbird things that just swing back and forth, wooden toys, rudimentary things. And there is this man standing there. He's very short and very round. He's like quite a spherical man. He has sort of completely bald on top, but with a ring of audaciously loud auburn hair. Like the coloration is very strong. It's gorgeous, but that matches his like cheeks, which are just flushed with red. There's the crackly little veins in them as well in his cheeks and on his nose. He's got like a round nose as well. Everything's just
Surround
every surface
fellow.
is bulbous.
It's like the dude from Sonic, Eggman.
Not quite as sinister
Robotnik.
looking. He's wearing an old woolen cardigan that's just like been moth eaten. There's like holes in it, and he vaguely has a smell of like mothball wardrobe. And yeah, he's standing there, rubbing his hands together over his little workbench, waiting for someone to arrive. No one's going up to his stall.
Not sinister at all.
No, not in a sinister way. Like a little like da-di-da-di-da, like
Wait, yeah, he's like waiting for moose and squirrel. Cool. Yeah, I will approach, and this is in fact the direction I've been pointed in.
okay, cool. You approach. He looks you up and down.
Yeah. Good day.
Hello, little boy. Sorry.
How tall am I in comparison to him?
You're
Just
like
to-
a foot and a half taller than him.
Yeah. Okay.
He's squinting at you really intensely squinting.
Good day. I am looking for Bernard.
Bernard, that's me.
Well met. I have been sent by...
What's your name?
Of course. My apologies.
Would you like to buy something?
Yes.
Yeah. What? Do you want this? And he just lifts something off his table and sort of hands it towards you.
Ooh, I take it. I have a look at it. Not steal it, just take it.
Yeah,
Look at
it's
it.
just like a little wooden duck with like a little metal spring underneath it that just sort of bobs back and forth slightly.
I, Arvin Shararuji, are here on behalf of Liberto from the Old Trades Guild. I am looking to order some straps.
Wooden rat.
Wooden ratchets.
I thought we were pricking him up.
I'm going to say that he's given you like a little schematic so that you can hand him a bit of paper.
Yeah, okay. Yes.
Oh, can't help you.
Oh, why not?
It's illegal.
Huh?
Since when?
I got kicked out.
Oh, of the guild?
Non-guild carpenters can't work on guild-related carpentry and engineering.
Well, what if this is a personal...
No, it's just not allowed, is it? They'll be after me. They'll take my livelihood.
I thought he was going to say the rest of his height.
I do wish to help you. You seem like a nice young couple.
What?
It's just like one hand
the tables
in Leone's face, just like, stay. I see. And what
Keep holding the duck.
what would it take to be able to compel you to do this? Like, what would make it legal? What would make it worth your time?
I don't think guild laws could just be changed on a dime like that. But
No, but are you being restricted by your own lack of having a license, or can we basically commission you?
oh no, that's the problem. Is I'm not a guilder anymore.
And would us...
Make a charisma, like a charm check. Try and get something going on.
Can I use like empathy or something like that to see if he's just depressed?
Make an empathy roll.
4.
4
Nice.
successes. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
4. 4 on empathy.
He seems he seems a bit down, but he seems he just seems really awkward. He just doesn't know how to be around people.
Okay.
And he's just bad at talking to people.
Okay.
More than he's like depressed. He just seems extremely uncomfortable around people, but he wants to be around people. Like it's that thing of like he's just super
I want to connect.
socially awkward, and he doesn't know how to not be.
Yeah, he just doesn't know how to,
okay.
how to do this.
Did you say Libero
Yes, I did.
from the old? I want to help.
Oh.
Well, I could work on it if you could get me reinstated to my guild.
And just out of wild, fierce curiosity, what would that entail, my good sir?
I don't know. They got rid of me because they said I was too difficult to be around. But my work was always, well, some said it was genius.
Too difficult to be around? Can you be a bit more specific?
Well, when I was in the guild hall, sometimes I went to the bathhouse. You know what people can be like. And sometimes they'll steal your clothes when you're bathing.
Oh.
So I just left them at the guild.
I see. That is certainly one way to circumvent the that arising. However, I feel that I see the issue.
Did you not wear a towel at the very least?
Well, you see, I brought a towel
Right.
and then someone stole it.
Oh, so they didn't just steal your clothes, they stole your towel.
Well,
as
they couldn't steal my clothes because it was at the guild.
And he taps his head like it was a big brain.
Oh, I understand.
Okay, look, perhaps we do go to this guild and have a chat. And how about, in the meantime, you get to work on those schematics for us?
that's I wouldn't want to upset the guild.
We need them soon. How long will they take for you to make?
Probably and he looks at the schematic, 3 months, maybe 4 months.
How about by tomorrow, perchance?
Hold on. Can I just, and he reaches out without really asking more than that to grab Leone's eyeglasses.
Which
He's
are
just
attached to my neck.
Yeah,
but
he's like pouring at them. Does he? You can pull back. You're a human. You can you can stop him doing it by just pulling your head back.
I
from
do
him.
the whoa.
He's not snatching them off your face. He just reaches for them idly, like it's a normal thing to do.
Yeah, I kind of do the
And
whoa.
he grabs them, and if
I then sigh and give it to him.
and then he they're still attached to you, but so he kind of slightly pulls you over towards him and then he looks to. Oh, I thought this was a grain mill that you wanted me to build. See here, it's just some ratchets. I could get this done overnight.
Okay. You have everything you need? If you were theoretically to get started? There's nothing else?
At the guild, yeah. I've got
Okay.
my eyeglasses at the guild.
Oh, that's great. Shall we pay them a visit, perhaps?
It can't hurt.
We're keeping the duck. And I
What?
walk off.
My livelihood. I'm not allowed to make any more.
It's fine.
Okay, you steal his duck. and leave.
Making things
Right down. Takes up a quarter of a bed.
And now he's depressed.
This duck named Livelihood.
My livelihood.
Yeah.
My livelihood.
Done.
Okay.
I love
Go to the
it.
guild.
You rock up to the carpentry guild, and there is wood being cut. There are people working. You quickly go up to the front counter where there is a person behind the counter keeping track of records and notes.
Good day.
Hello.
I'm going to get straight down to business. I'm here to basically commission
We're here.
Oh,
Mr. Bernard. create
Bernard no
something.
longer works here. He was a sweet man, but he was not compatible with the guild.
Whatever happened?
With Bernard?
Yes,
Oh, he's just a bit of a weirdo.
I can see that. However, we were specifically looking for his expertise.
Oh yes, he is a brilliant mind, and he is lost to the guild. It is actually a loss to the guild. He was one of the finest crafters of small, intricate wooden bearings and contraptions. Very good, very good, very good.
So why get rid of him then if he was so good?
Have you met him?
No.
Well, if you had, you would
Once.
understand.
I hide my duck.
And there is no chance of getting him back.
Look, he used to live at the guild. We do not have dorms at the carpentry guild.
Oh, the claws thing.
But he would never go home. He just worked all the time, and Gerard's desk, he pushed everything off it. He put his bedroll there and slept on Gerard's desk at nighttime.
Okay, what if I build him a bed or something? so
We
that-
don't let people stay at the guild.
Oh, okay, that's
We don't
fine.
have dorms here.
Well, why doesn't he just... I'm talking to Arvin. Why doesn't he just stay where he is and just attend the guild in his other time?
I mean, we can propose that to him, but... So, I take it that we cannot go and find and commission this him because he no longer has his license.
He is not allowed to do the craft of carpentry. He is not a guild member. I, of course, keep the ledgers of guild members, but
Can you grant special permission?
I don't know.
Make some kind of
Knowledge check?
no. We're talking the charm.
Oh.
Can I assist with that in any way?
How would you assist
coin
with
purse
that?
out.
Just waggle the duck. and your
It's
eyebrows.
pretty good.
I know. Maybe I can.
Smile.
Yes, smile. No, just be like, is there like a monetary issue or something that can help?
You can roll with an extra dice.
Come on, baby.
3.
3. No, yeah, 3.
Three's good.
That's 3.
So I'm listening. There is a monetary. There's a minor issue. Clerical work and paperwork gets misplaced sometimes.
And how
And sometimes
expensive?
official things don't go through until like a day later or something.
No, permanently. Let me see.
And then they slide across a little thing that has 100 written on it.
Hey, money bags. How you feeling?
Otherwise, if you can find a way to make him behave differently and maybe not live here,
Oh,
we could consider reinstating him.
I don't know if we have time for this.
Well, it depends. Where is he? Where would he be living now? All right. How far was it to here from wherever Bernard is? Like, did it take us like an hour to
No, it's
walk
like
to
a
the guild?
5-minute walk. Yeah,
Well,
5-10-minute walk.
I mean, we're all leaving the. Oh, you can't stay at another guild, can you? That's weird, right?
I mean, probably they would rent out a room that just got emptied.
Why don't we propose the old guild? I can't even say the name of the guild. Old Trades Assembly. I mean, we're going to leave for a period of time, right? And we can just deal with that problem when we get back. Ah, ha, ha.
Yeah, totally. I also know that you'd be vacating your room as well.
That is true, but he would have to share it with 5. Oh, that could be good.
Social skills.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
No, what?
you can't vacate your room.
I have to pay for it while I'm away.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, rip you.
I think you know why.
He could still stay there. I could still pay. That's
Sorry,
fine.
what?
Actually.
Who is he?
What if you rented it to him?
The guy they're talking to.
What if I rent it to him?
Before.
Oh, the guy. Oh, okay.
What if I rent it to him, theoretically?
Subletting.
Maybe he probably
It's a
wouldn't want to live in the
great-
common ward.
It's a great opportunity
He wouldn't
to meet
want to
new
live there,
people.
and you also don't know if he has a home.
Okay, the old Trades Assembly is the backup plan.
All right.
Or we pay the fee.
I'm going
And by
to
we, you mean
put a hand on the table. Let my friend and I consider this, and we will return.
Yeah, very good.
it's episode 22.
What?
You were friends. You two are friends.
What do you mean were?
You are friends.
Oh,
You were
surprised.
friends since before the campaign.
The old man Bernard just implied we're a couple, not this guy.
friends. So what do we do?
Okay, I can talk to him.
Okay. Hello. What's your name?
Oh no. Oh,
Hello again, Bernard. It's myself.
Oh,
Arvin.
Arvin Cherugi of the Old Trades Assembly. Yeah.
that was
Correct.
surprising.
Now, we've gone and had
I'm not slow.
we've gone and had a chat with your guild, and I've got a couple of questions. First of all, very simple one actually. Where are you currently staying?
My house
Okay.
Where is your the house?
in the guild ward.
Right.
All right. So, I have basically an offer for you. I think your guild might be willing to reinstate you with a couple of, call them rules. And the first one would be that, basically, unfortunately, you'd have to stop working at some point and go home and sleep in your own house.
Oh, I can't.
Look, I understand.
Here, come with me.
And he pulls down a shutter on the front of his stall.
If you understood, you wouldn't be able to as well.
And he starts walking and talking with you.
All right, I'm just going to...
He doesn't even wait for a response. He
I'm
starts
just going
walking.
to back into
we'll follow
Leonis,
him.
like...
I've been a
him.
customer all day, so it doesn't matter.
Oh,
And he begins to walk north in the guild ward. Now, do you want to continue your conversation while he's walking?
Yep. Sure. So, all right. So, accepting that I will witness why you could not possibly sleep at home, would you have some sort of alternative to sleeping at
I had a good arrangement. I slept where I worked.
You slept on another man's desk.
It was the most comfortable.
But did other people appreciate that?
What? What do you mean?
Well, imagine if someone slept on your desk. You probably wouldn't like that very much, would you?
If my desk was the most comfortable, it would make the most sense for them to sleep on it.
But then how would you get any work done?
I don't sleep on it when he's there. I slept on it when he went home.
Yes, but you probably cleared everything off his desk, correct?
I was the only one that ever did tidy his desk, and I put it right back the way he left it.
I think you're missing the point here. There are nicer places to sleep than somebody's desk.
Not as close to the job.
Well, I mean, you need to consider the alternative. You could just not go back to the guild unless you're willing to fix this problem. Isn't that more valuable to you?
Here we are.
Come on, I know that one brain cell in there's got to be working.
We're gonna find it and we're gonna like resuscitating a small hamster. Come on, breathe, damn it!
And he gestures towards this house that's nestled in a row of houses in the northern part of Guild Ward.
This is cute.
It's a 2-story building with a little garden fenced off out the front. It's like beautiful masonry, and he opens the door and
I'm sort of looking, just like expecting like something to, I don't know, explode, catch on fire. Some deranged axe murderer is going to launch out a window or something. But like it just looks
normal.
normal.
And then he opens the front door, and a cleaner bows their head towards him, and then, welcome home, Mr. Tinker. I've kept everything clean for you. And there's a pot of tea. Oh, guests. Guests? Welcome to the Tinker residence. Come in.
Eyebrows go up.
Insufferable. He walks in.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
It's a very well-appointed, nice middle-class home with a narrow and a stairwell leading up.
Is this perchance the issue you have with staying at your own residence?
I don't have any room for carpentry. There's no shed. All this, and he just gestures to all like the soft furnishings and stuff.
Well, then why don't you just change it into a workshop?
Oh, I couldn't.
Why?
I'd hate to upset, my wife.
Yep, I was waiting for that part.
Oh,
Of course you're married.
Well, I was.
Oh, no.
What?
No. What happened?
No, she died.
Go on, make a joke. Go on.
Death of Leone, there's one NPC.
So your wife has passed away,
Yeah.
and you don't wish to change the house in respect of her memory?
Oh, she would have given me a wallop.
Wouldn't she have loved for you to do the one thing that you're so
No. No.
I know.
She would have loved not for that.
Okay,
She hated my work.
but sometimes we need to... How long ago did your wife die?
5 years ago.
Sometimes we need to process these things
I
and
did.
move on.
She's just in that
What?
and just points to an urn on the counter.
Sometimes we need to process these things and move on with
We
our
all
lives.
die one day. I'm fine with it.
That's... I'm so glad to hear you say that. But still, I still think that you could change a few things around here to make yourself more happy. Isn't that what she would have wanted?
No.
Are you sure that's not what she would have wanted?
She liked making herself happy. I did too.
But what makes you happy? Would it be making your own workshop?
Carpentry.
Exactly.
Yes.
And being around my friends at the guild.
Yes, you can do all that. You have the power inside you.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
How?
But just don't sleep in the guild, really, is the only issue. You have a bed here, right?
What if instead we put a bed in the guild?
No. Mm-mm.
I believe they have laws against that.
Make a. Yeah, this is sounding like authority here. You're telling him what to do.
Oh, I'm definitely telling him what to do. I'm not that many good at it.
Wait.
Someone's going to sort this man's life out.
Button.
And by the way, in the corner of, I just want to point out to you that there is a fully wooden clock that is just operating, and like it hits the hour, and there's a little doors pop open and a little like cuckoo comes out, which is like crazy. That's like, look, they exist, but that's like peak level of like wooden automation technology. And like it's getting more common in the last 7 or 8 years when there's been this big innovation. But that's like brilliant. And it's just like doing this little dance at this.
Did you make this?
Yeah.
What?
Well, I'm good at what I do. I'm actually very smart, you know. Now make your roll.
2 successes.
And also, like Arvin looks around. There's like books on a bookshelf, and it's like a treatise to modern alchemy, and like next there's all these like really advanced books there.
2 successes.
2 successes. All right. Here's the deal. If you get them to agree to make Carpentry Guild bathrobes so I can leave my stuff at the guild when I go to the bathhouse, I'll sleep at home.
Okay.
And as a present for your help, I'll make your bearings free of charge.
Oh.
Cool.
I think we might be able to do it.
That does seem like a fair offer.
Good. Now
Alright.
where are we going?
Why don't we go back to the guild together? I guess,
Okay.
and we'll just make
Yes.
sure we nip this in the bud.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, Nicole. I'll be back later. And then you start walking out. I hope you like my new friends.
Oh,
Starts walking out. Sort of.
oh we're about to
Wait,
leave.
Nicole, she's nearby.
Do you have a dead wife?
No, can't say I do.
I definitely don't.
I'm glad we don't have that in common. And then you rock up at the guild. What's your approach?
Oh, well, I can just talk straight to the guy,
Cool.
but I'll let you handle this one.
Yep.
You
All
are
right.
pushed higher up the pay grade to a higher level guild member that isn't just the clerk on the desk if you're looking at accommodations.
Yes.
For accommodations.
Making accommodations for this
Oh,
person.
okay. I was like, wait. They just made accommodations while we were gone. Hello. I'm here on behalf of...
Yes, I'm the caretaker of the guild.
Yes.
I deal with the sundry items.
Yes, I'm here with
Oh.
Mr. Burnett here,
Yes, I see.
and we are here to make a compromise on his behalf.
Right.
We are both aware that he was removed from the guild. Let's say for breaching some laws.
Well, something like that.
Yes. However, I'm looking to negotiate for the possibility of his return in accordance with his promise to basically not do it again. And he will, in fact, sleep at home.
He'd do that?
He does require a bathrobe, though.
Make a charm or authority check. Charms level 2. He is a brilliant carpenter that they would like back.
Yeah, I'll charm that. Yes, yes. Literally, all he has asked is a bathrobe in return. Which
Wow, actually,
So you borrowed
bathrobes
it.
for everybody.
bathrobes for everyone. That sounds like a splendid bonding opportunity.
Yeah.
2 successes.
Cool.
After some back and forth, you manage to come to several more compromises. Like a little bit here, a little bit there.
Proper negotiations.
Until we get
ensue.
to Bernard being delivered a personalized embroidered bathrobe and a gift basket of soap.
That was quick.
In exchange for this, he is in fact to, not sleep at the guild, and a bunch of other behaviors are to be curtailed, but he will be reinstated to the guild and be allowed to practice carpentry again.
Hooray.
Which the guild's happy about because they'll make a lot more money off him because he's brilliant. And he agrees. All right, they hand a box out that had like his belongings. My glasses, and he puts them on.
Oh, yay.
Oh, I can see. Oh, my headache is going away.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, anyway, you wanted me to make you some bearings, yes?
Indeed.
No, absolutely. Oh, this looks brilliant. Some kind of flying machine. Oh, that Libero. He's a wonder. All right, I'll have these done in the morning. Come pick them up.
Appreciated.
It's nice to meet you.
Likewise, Bernard.
Good to know you. I just wanted you to know that in 3 weeks is my birthday and you're both invited.
Oh.
Oh my god.
That is wonderfully kind of you.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing you.
Oh.
All right, see you tomorrow. I've got work to do, and he turns around and just walks off.
Ooh.
I like the corner of the table just hooks on a hole in his cardigan and just unthreads a long strand of it as he walks away. And it already had holes in it. It's miserable.
I'm just going to reach over and like take that off so it
doesn't
stops
keep unraveling.
unraveling.
All right.
Well, that's right. I have to see him tomorrow. Hopefully I can get the word in then.
And get him a super early birthday present, maybe.
Anyway, I have to go buy something else and hopefully that goes.
You
Slightly
purchase
smoother.
armor. What armor would you like to buy?
I believe it was. I think it was one of the
I have both.
cloth of hide or something. Hey,
Oh, can I steal that after you?
I think it's like 110, 120.
Shopping!
I purchased that. Never mind. Is there anything for
where is
5
the
silver
armor?
pieces?
There's lots of 5 silver pieces. Do you want a bottle of wine?
Can I wear it as armor?
I don't think there's any armor that's 5 silver pieces.
I can't find armor.
I think it's just before weapons.
Hey!
We should do
quilted
this
armor.
between episodes.
No, done.
No,
Quilted armor.
that's
Okay,
it. You know, it's funny. This is from a roleplay center. Players actually, especially if we go into combat soon, players do like to know what equipment people are buying, as long as it's not over. So you're buying
Viewers.
quilted viewers.
Okay,
Sorry,
alright.
you're buying quilted armor. Is that, which gives
Or the-
how much defense?
Or the padded jack. It gives 1.
1 defense
I'm gonna say you
and
don't
resistance
have
to
enough
cold or
for
something.
the padded jack.
Sorry, he's just like bouncing back and forth. Right,
Do you
it's
have
either that or the
quilted?
Linithrax. Yeah, I've got enough for the quilted.
Does that give like cold resistance or something?
Linithrax gives you better defense.
Does one give cold resist?
No.
Okay,
Linithrax. What was Linithrax? Was that like the...
it's like laminated,
the laminated
cloth
stuff.
armor.
Okay. Yeah, right. I'll go for that.
It's like what the ancient Greeks and Romans wore when they were wearing metal.
Yeah, the like the strips of stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna like, cool. That looks armor-ish.
Okay.
Arvin being an
much is it?
absolute novice.
It is
He's good at like
140.
like removing bits of stuff like off. They'll have seen soldiers being basically disrobed in order to get to the wounds, but you will get that
You got the thing that least looks like armor in your country.
possibly.
Actually looks like what the people in Saldaris wear. So there we go. You purchase it. You just pay the price. And that's it.
Can I have that?
That's it. I think we pick up with you leaving.
Yo,
we pack our
Alright.
bags and get ready for a road trip.
Bianca is going to stay up all night guarding the guild.
That's very nice of Bianca.
Just
You
so
buy
you know.
armor, Leonie?
I'm too poor
Okay.
because I have to pay fee.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to pick which way you're going.
Rent.
Actually, you know what would be really helpful if you pick what way you're going now.
Oh,
To
boy.
the east and remain
Are you going to show us our options?
Sure.
Is it ready to go?
Yeah.
Boop.
So, leaving from Allegrano,
Yeah.
you need to head
better watch
up
mine.
into Appley, I believe. No, this is Liridia.
Apple.
Appley's here.
apple
But you need
place?
to go potentially through Appley into Liridia. Basically, there are 3 routes. You can go along the coast and then cross a mountain pass,
Ooh.
which takes you via
The city?
the Port Bahia. Porta Bahia. Then you can also go the long route, which goes by 3 Bend, and then you go up to Vico, and then basically across or around the long way. Or you can go through the forest and head to Deepwood Dale, and then press on.
So we've done. We've
You,
got long
you went,
road
you
to
went,
Three Bend.
you went through 3 Bend and to Casanara. And then you kind of went just
Gotcha.
south here.
I
Was
see.
one of them the book town?
That's Casanara,
Yeah.
which you don't need to visit.
Where?
There are 3 routes. Basically, there's a long route that's the safest route, and then there's 2 routes that are mountains
Forest
or
or
forest,
mountains, yeah.
basically.
Do we know
and it
anything
also
about?
depends on, do you want to visit those towns?
Yeah. Do we know anything about those places, or does like Libero have any like tidbits
so-
of oh, this place has a brilliant view of the coast?
Porta Bahia is like, so Allegrano is upriver a little bit. So it's actually a river city that then isn't a port. But
Jen has thoughts.
What is the city with the mine, the thing that I wanted last time? And every time we went past it, I was like, why can't
3
I do the
Bend,
thing?
the 3 rocks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the rocks, yes.
Okay, so Porta Bahia is basically the hub of ocean industry. It's a fairly large. Oh no, that one's not fairly. It's a fairly small. The next one after the really large one. So it's this town actually specializes in making like fine craft. So it's in the way more like luxury boat enthusiast thing. It's a it's an expensive town. It's almost like the equivalent to like Sacramento or whatever in Victoria. Like it's kind of like a little wealthy port town where a lot of the nobles have their summer houses and stuff not far from the capital. But there's lovely beaches and white cliffs, and it's very
Do you mean
picturesque.
Sorrento?
Sorrento. I don't know what
Sacramento.
Yeah.
I said. Sorrento, yes.
That's a different place.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yes, whereas Deepwood Dale was the centre of a massive forest that has all been logged. So it is a old logging town. It's a fairly large town. Not quite a city, but it's a large town that was an old logging town that now sits on a river. And
What were
He's
you
on the edge
getting
of the
hyped
forest.
about before?
3 Bend.
So
3 Bend. There's rocks.
There's rocks at 3 Bend that was
Tell me more.
specifically mentioned when we arrived and when we left.
Yeah, the
and
weird
I
rocks.
forgot to do anything about them, and now I am desperately want to know what they're
Leonie's
about.
been going to sleep every night
Oh,
thinking about those.
thinking about those rocks.
Where, this was on the way up to
Baby.
the book
Leonie's like,
place.
This is
Oh,
not
3 Bend's
3
just
Bend.
right there.
Yeah,
Initial
yeah.
But
pet rock.
you'd have to go the long way either way. So, but I'm also happy you guys want to do.
Well, I would argue this only just because of Libero, the safest route would be the wisest.
and the slowest route.
And we have a child, so it's like
Yeah, and what is basically the time span between all these that make one the slowest? Like, is it a difference of like an extra 10 days or
well,
2 hours?
it was 2 days journey to Booktown.
It'll be maybe an extra 5 days to a week to go the long way. It'll be 2 days to go the shortest way.
As in it'll be 2 days to what?
So it'll be 2 days to cut across the same distances. It'll take you a week to cross
Around.
Yep. Where's Lorenzo from? Sorry, just to
Lorenzo,
place myself.
you're so far north on the map, it doesn't even exist.
Oh,
Where's the map of the...
I thought we were
Error.
near that place.
Yeah, a month away.
trying to see the
So like
furthest out map. Yeah, so this is the map of the county you're currently in, and the vague world map that hasn't been detailed out.
Yeah.
You're from like here.
is that where we're going?
Yes.
Okay, so you're just this is like a step to this big journey.
Oh,
ahead.
this journey is not going to happen in one episode. This is
No,
going to
no,
be
no,
a long journey.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So you're heading up here. This is
So we'll be-
this is the Ruined Mountains. The North Star Kingdom is above.
Yeah.
So this is like Harvard comes from here.
Yeah.
And then that is the northern boundary of LUCEVERA is where your father comes from.
and where we're going.
And where you're going.
Okay.
Not quite all the way,
Yeah.
but yes, you're going up this way.
All right. Lorenzo is most confident on mountains.
So basically, your journey needs to get to
But-
here first, and then you'll be heading north from
Yeah,
there.
gotcha. I'm
Or you
assuming
can go around the coast.
we're all agreeing the safest route with.
You
our
could go by
passages,
boat.
right?
That's would be a reason to go to the port is if you wanted to go by sea.
Okay. But that means definitely no rocks, right?
Weren't we like catching a ride with the Dukes?
You've got a cart.
Or we're given a transport,
You have a cart ready to go,
like a horse and cart.
and directions, like a cart, like a hand cart,
Oh, okay.
and
And he's like,
Chocolate
figure yourself out.
well, he thought it was a staffing.
Yeah. Okay.
I would say a hand cart and like a donkey.
Yeah.
But you can, so it's up to you to basically get there.
Okay.
Where are we going?
I think there'd probably be a driver too, because he said there'd be a cart leaving. So there'll be an NPC for you to meet.
it's sort of your journey, Armin. What's your vibe?
By road or by sea is the first question.
Do you get seasick?
I don't think Arvin has ever been at sea.
Ooh, exciting.
So, I mean, sea sounds kind of cool.
Means Alicia has to do it.
Yeah.
Do we have anyone who can pilot a vessel?
I don't think any of us have
Anyone who
been
can swim.
by sea. You've been by sea?
I had to get here.
Oh, because it's that way.
Well, yeah, Lucevera's up from
She
Kitchen.
comes from.
Gotcha.
Up-ish, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been on a boat.
Are we going to try for boat? Go along the coast?
Yeah.
Mountain
Let's do a
pass?
boat.
So we're going mountain direction,
That's
but
going to
hopefully...
be so much easier for you. Because you don't do all these towns in between. You're just on a boat.
That's true.
All his
Is
work,
the
though.
idea that we're like...
So pros and cons are the only con I'd say that's obvious. So boat has inherent cost. Securing passage on a vessel is going to be expensive, and you don't know how much it will cost. You may go there and not be able to afford or commission one, and then you'll just have to journey north across the mountains to
We
the
do
next
have
town.
two party members with no money.
Which is it? It's fine. You can make the mountain pass and get over here. That's possible. The other thing is in Liridia is if this thread is of any interest to you, that is where Havada went to investigate what was going on with the weird cult. So he was investigating in
Okay,
Liridia.
yeah, well, yeah, that's what I was
Bianca will
asking if I knew
input
anything. That has a
that.
lot more interest in me because I would very much like to ask him about his
Certain sweet grass.
yes.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's a potential
Sweet
thing.
grass.
We could take the boat on the way back.
That's very true.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. The I guess it's the middle
Through the
route.
forest or around the
Down the
way?
bend. Over the
Oh,
donkey.
so either of those two ways will.
Well, they're both. One's
to-
going to go up and left, and the other one's
So
going to go
I
straight
reckon
across.
3 bend to see the rocks, go around the long way to protect Liberto, and then go through
I agree.
Harvard
Yeah.
area.
that-
I agree.
You've got
yeah.
food for that.
He's
length
old and he's still
of time,
sick. Let's
right?
be a
Rock
bit
needs
chill.
fulfilled.
And you've got
Safety,
food for that length of time.
a priority.
We'll make it so.
Okay, cool. All right, we'll worry about it next week.
Thanks for joining.
Wop.
Oh,
We
wrong.
aren't decided well.
Wrong.
Oh my
We're
gosh.
still working.
We're gonna say goodbye,
Oh my goodness.
people. Bye. Thank you for watching.
Thanks, patrons.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
You guys are the best.
Let them go across
What an
screen.
adventure we have ahead of us. This journey is literally only possible thanks to a patron.
A
A
patron.
patron.
Yeah, the Duke
Just
of
one?
the Duke.
It's
the
Tickle
Duke.
Duck.
This one?
Thanks
It's
to
Tickle
Duck.
Duck.
No, because I meant the journey north. Because he's our patron,
yeah.
right? But this journey. See what
I see. You're,
Yeah.
You're drawing a parallel.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was very smart of you.
Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much.
It's about time to do something.
All right, thanks for watching, guys.
everyone.
Bye.
See ya.